Hello everyone, I'm intern working in Lexis and Company and I'm going to present on the topic the pension law in India. So the pensions were earlier given solely by the government, but now it has been the responsible of the citizen or the government servant itself to save for his or her after retirement life. So the pension is defined as the money or beneficiaries given to the government servant after they get retired. Earlier, the age of retirement was 60. Now it has been increased to 65, and in case the servant died before the age limit, the spouse gets the 50% of the amount. But from the 2005, the rule got changed, and new rule came up, which is said that the no one will be awarded the pensions anymore, and they have to save themselves and the fund. So the full retirement age is currently 65, which will be extended to 67 in upcoming years throughout the world. So the full retirement age means that the person gets retired and he will be receiving full retirement benefits after getting the retired from his working place or department. But if a person claims for retirement money or benefits before reaching the maximum age limit, then the pension will be reduced with the age. In men, the retirement age is 60 to 65. Mostly now it has been increased to 65 in the education and healthcare sectors. So the 2005 pension fund bill was introduced for the person's responsibility for pension and to free the government from the responsibility to give so. The Pension Fund Regulatory and Development Authority Bill 2005 is a new authority to regulate the new pension system (NPS) that will give the old age income security to every individual. Also, the unorganized sectors are under this. So, the pension procedure in India is that the pension is given to the government officers and the widow in case of the death of the person, and it is the salary after the retirement to the family. The EPF, which is the Employment Provident Fund, was changed to Employees Pension Scheme. These provides workers from the public as well as private sectors to get the retirement benefit called the gratuity, and workers who are need to qualify the minimum eligible criteria. Then the National Old Age Pension was introduced by the National Social Assistance Program, which provides pension to the poorest people, which is the 30% up to 30% of money. Then there are two kinds of pension. First is defined benefit. Second is defined contribution. Now defined contribution is used. Defined benefit is that the servant knows that how much pension they will get after the retirement, and it is provided by the go- no sorry the servant knows how very well that how much pension that they'll get after retirement from calculation. Then there's defined contribution, in which the servant adds an amount to the account created by himself uh, and will keep this money and savings which will be secured, and after retirement the same amount will be handed over partly in monthly or yearly as per the demand. So the GEP law uh, the orphans pension rule was changed to the children pension rule, and the child will also get the pension if the pensioner is deceased. Uh, Spouse and children have the right to get the pension, and the criteria for a child to get a pension is that he or she needs to be the biological child or adopted child of the deceased person. In case even the disabled children get the benefits, the criteria is that they should be 25 and they should be unable to earn a living because of their mental and physical incapability. And in case if the person is being disabled completely and fully, and he uh, he can't be get back to a normal life, then he will get the benefit till the death. Eligibility of spouse to get pension is that uh, they should be a widow, and up to her death, or if she remarries, remarries someone, the pension, she will not get the pension. Then other is that if she even remarries but has no child and the income is not satisfactory or very less. And in case of children to get my pension, if there are two twins, they'll get the pension equally, but up to the age of 22. And the person, if the first child is eligible, then he will get the pension, and if he becomes ineligible, then the younger one will get the pension. If both the parents were working and are dead, then both the child will receive the pension. No, the child will receive the pension from both the sides. Uh, and the eligibility is still 22 years, and it doesn't matter if the child is working or a student. So, then, before the age of 18 of the children, the guardian of the child takes care of the pension. And after 18 years, the child can provide the account details because he is a major and is eligible to get the pension directly and independently. So, thank you. This was the all about the pension law.